It's your boy Obz here. Day 31. Do it to life before life do it to you. Do it to 2021. A whole year of breast cancer awareness and personal growth. Guess what? It seems like it's been 31 days, man. It went by fast. But check this out, right? Today is Wednesday. You know what we do on Wednesday. Like I said, I started this whole thing. The Lord gave it to me. Matthew chapter 7 gave me a nice acronym out of there that I'd never seen before. And it was asking, it is given. Seek and you shall find, which is the S in ask. The A is in ask. And then the K, which is knock, and the door will be open. I never knew that formed the acronym, so it excited me. So that's why I'm on it. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we're doing each letter of that acronym. And the day for me is seeking. So on Seek Day, what I normally do, well, the night before is kind of look the words up, different words of what seeking and stuff mean, and it's keep looking diligently. It's just keep on looking and keep on looking, never stop looking, because I'm on the scent, right? I caught a whiff of it. And that's what we're doing. That's the part that I'm doing in myself. If I'm noticing, God's voice is kind of light. We always had this real light voice that kind of tells us what to do things. It kind of gives us an insight, man. We always say, man, something told me. I knew I shouldn't have went that way or something like that. You see what I'm saying? So we're tuning into that voice. That's what I'm doing. I'm tuning into it. I'm learning how it sounds because I'm on the scent of it. I'm learning to see what the things look like, what the clues look like. You see what I'm saying? And just sharing with you guys is giving me tremendous growth. That's what I believe, and we're going to put that to the test. That's what Do It to Life is all about. It's about doing the things that we've heard about, seen, done. We've seen it working for other people. And we know that we've done a portion of that, certain aspects of our lives. We've done it, but we hadn't transposed it over into an area of our life that needs growth. That's why it's called Do It to Life. We want to bring life to those areas that, I want to experience growth in. So that's what the whole thing is about, right? So in 1 Samuel chapter 9, I think I started reading that on Monday. It gave me a little story about Samuel, and his dad had lost some sheep and stuff like that, and he inquired of the man of God trying to find those sheep. Even though it's small things, he said, hey, look, we just want to check out, help us find these sheep. And he got so much more, but he never would have got that. There was so many lessons in that if he hadn't gotten on the path of the journey of seeking. Not just looking, they were seeking, because, a lot of times they went through several towns and cities or whatever they were. They was saying, oh, we went to here, they're not there. We went to the next town, the next city, looking for these sheep or goats or whatever they were. That's what seeking is. Seeking is a journey. I mean, it may take you way out there. It may take you farther than you've ever gone before. But one thing that he had, he wanted to please his father, I know, but diligent, one thing he had was he had a servant with him. And I like that word servant. My pastor taught something a little while back and said, your faith is like a servant. And there's a Bible verse in that, that they'll say that you always got to keep your faith working, keep your servant working. Because that's what it's supposed, like our brains is always working on something, regardless of if we got it doing something or not. It's gonna always be thinking of stuff, and I'm just trying to tune that in. But he was always seeking. He was seeking in all these cities, and then they got so far out that his dad was worried about him, and like, man, you got lost yourself. But his servant said, hey, look, let's inquire of the man of God. It's even deeper level of seeking. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like you're on this way and you're looking and you're looking and you're looking. You think you got this thing down pat because of the way that you're looking. And then somebody say, hey, why don't you try it this way? And to me, sometimes I have a stronghold set up in my mind that I won't try it that way. Either it's my ego saying that I didn't think it up. Hey, I don't want to copy that guy. Even though that's a good idea and that idea is freely, a lot of people would not copy that guy. I don't want to copy that guy. I don't know if it's more with men or women. I don't know the difference. I think it's the same with everybody. You know, everybody wants to be unique. That's our egos want to be unique. That's our brains want to show how smart we are. Don't want to copy somebody, but you listen to somebody that may not even, may not even know anything about this situation. Because a lot of times people, tell me, when I mention something, oh, you don't know nothing about that, you never done, how can you, especially with, coaches or football coaches or something like that, sometimes people say, here's the deal. I'm in sales, and then we had one of the manager's sons start working up there that had never sold cars. He went to school and did all the stuff, and he was trying to coach and load the lips of these veteran salespeople. And most of the salespeople, they would say things like, he's never sold before. How can he tell us how to sell if he's never sold before? And I find that to be flawed, but that's the way we think, right? If you've never done it before, how can you comment on it? But you can, because I seen a coach that was crippled, never played football, but he's a football coach, right? He loves football, loves the game, he understands how it works, he's able to share that with his team, but he's never played the sport. You see what I'm saying? So that right there, that's because I'm looking for, surely this can't be true, right? That you have to, somebody gotta actually have done it in order to be able to help others. It's not true. I mean, we can learn in the Bible that the lady learned from certain animals was talking to him. You know what I'm saying? This guy, Naaman, had leprosy, and this little girl told him how to get cured, And it's up, so we can get that information from everybody. So we got to open our minds up and release something. Like I said, we can learn from our kids. Yeah, I sit around and talk to my kids all the time because I'm still seeking, and I'm using them as guinea pigs. I'm still looking for that voice, more ways to find that voice, that inside voice. Because Grant Cardone, I just love Grant Cardone. People think he's arrogant. Probably is. He is arrogant, right? But he dropped some serious knowledge on me. I had heard this once before, but I think since I was on this journey for the last 31 days, I was listening to it last night, called 10X. I wouldn't suggest to get that book right now. I suggest only the 3 books that we're talking about. The One Thing, the Bible, and the 4 Agreements. Right now, right? I'm not saying you can't get anything out of it, but our brain would try to go in and look at some of those advanced techniques and just give it. Grant dropped this on me, right? He said that he always looking for reasons to take responsibility. He said, I've come to grips that in every situation, I am the problem. I'm accepting responsibility that I've done some stuff that may have put me in a position. I know there are certain extremes to that. I mean, that it does not apply, but for everyday stuff, he said, because I am the problem. If I can believe that I am the problem, because everywhere I go, there I am, therefore I am the solution. If I am the problem, I am the solution. That dawned on me. Hey, you know what? That's right. Because this whole life deal is all about perception. In that other statement, you change the way you look at things you look at change. I think Wayne Dyer said that. It's all about perspective, perception. Because my kids right now, they're going back and they're not watching the little popular anime Naruto. They say I said funny, but anyway, they're watching it and it because they were little kids, and now they're watching it again and they noticing things that they never noticed before. They understanding things that they never understood before. And it's not that the series has changed, because they watched it when they were small. So the deal is, so the problem is, the reason they didn't see it then is because they were the problem. They didn't have the understanding, the knowledge, the eyes, whatever. And so once they changed themselves, now that problem was solved. They're able to understand more. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I like that nugget. So I wanted to drop that on you. I think I'm going to put it on a t-shirt or something. How about that? But I like that. I am the problem, therefore I am the solution. And all it's doing is just getting me to accept response. Now here's 6 examples that he used. He said his power went out on his street. You know, and now he's sitting in the house in the dark, and his food is spoiling in the refrigerator, and his wife and kids are complaining. And he was saying, you know, hey, I could say, you know, the power company, maybe somebody hit a power pole or whatever. But he said, man, I am the problem. This situation here, I am the problem. And that problem wasn't the fact that the power went out. He's not the cause of that. But the problem was that they're sitting there in the dark and the food is spoiling. He said, man, I could go buy a generator. Why didn't I have a generator to begin with? I knew that power goes out all the time, so why wouldn't I already have a generator already set up? And that's what he's saying. Hey, I could have avoided that. So now how am I going to do that in the future? If I am the problem, how can I keep this from happening again? I am the solution. And then you go through and then you come up with a plan. He even went so far as to saying, hey, look, you know, what about an accident? Auto accident, somebody runs into me. Well, I made several decisions. Maybe I woke up late. Maybe I didn't get enough sleep. Maybe I drugged around the house too long. You see what I'm saying? Say all these decisions led up to it. And he's tricking himself and saying, hey, look, hey, I'm the problem. How can I prevent this problem from ever happening again? How can you prevent a car accident from you being in a car accident ever happening again? How do I think? It's these thoughts, right? He already thought it out. He said, man, shoot, how about I leave earlier? How about I take a different route? How about I get so successful that I build a business that now my clients come to me and I don't have to drive a car? I said, man, I ain't ever thought about that. So I can solve car accidents right there by being so successful that I ain't even got to drive a car. It's thinking, right? It's thinking. The solutions is out there. He said, if I'm the problem, then I can come up. But here's the deal. When he's saying I'm the solution, you want to put it that way because if somebody else is the problem, then your solution, you're not the solution. They're the solution. And you can't control them. You see what I'm saying? So you can't control them when you put it out to another person. Now, as long as God is with me, right? That's my helper. He's inside of me. So that's where the solution is with me. You see what I'm saying? But it's not in another person. I'm not going to put all of that into another person. Therefore, I'll be helpless until you'll be a slave on planet Earth. But you see what I'm saying? Getting yourself to accept responsibility. So if you can go to that extreme and buy into it, that's what I'm trying to do, then now I have some power. I can exercise some authority and start working on myself. If I'm the problem, then I work on myself instead of trying to work on others. You know, instead of me trying to work on my wife, I work on myself. I know it, you know, in an abusive relationship, something like that, I mean, you know, always those extremes, but just I'm talking everyday life, right? Everyday life. That's what I'm talking, everyday life type stuff. In some extreme cases, it does work, but everybody sit down, I don't want people to just send me a bunch of mail and stuff like that. But, you know, do dishes and stuff. And you see what I'm saying? And babies. You know what I'm saying? You know, just working from the people that can work it. The people that can do it to life should do it to life. Yeah, I like that statement. How about that? If you can do it to life, do it to your physical life, do it to your love life, do it to your work life, then you should do it. He said it's your duty to do it. It's a duty, not a choice. Well, hey, look, I've been going on. It's raining, that's why I'm in the car. And I woke up late, right? Woke up late, didn't get prepared. I was supposed to go to work. I'm supposed to be off today, but me and my wife, you know, I'm off and she's off, you know, from the station. And I'm going into work, and it's raining. That's my perfect day. Staying at home, my family when it's raining. That's my perfect day. So I'm headed to work. So I kind of laid in the bed. See these choices I made. So now I'm in some traffic, right? But I just want to drop that on you. Keep looking in every area. Kids, your pets. People learn from nature. You can look at the trees. You can learn from, even if you don't understand the language, you can still learn. So be seeking. Because it's out there and it's everywhere. You see what I'm saying? It's out there, it's everywhere. We all connected. And all we gotta do, man, you know, is just tune in to it. Like a little radio dial, just tuning in to it. But it's your Bob Z. Do it to life before life do it to you. Do it to 2021. A whole year of breast cancer awareness, personal growth. Day 31. Peace out.